this is Kevin Benedict, Senior Analyst for Digital Transformation, reporting all week from Lisbon, Portugal. This week I've had the good fortune of being here in Lisbon, Portugal all week. I had the opportunity to speak on the Microsoft campus here to a couple hundred different individuals that were interested in the subject of enterprise mobility and mobile strategies. Do you know there's a lot to learn from the history of Lisbon? Do you know that one of the biggest innovators in sea technologies was Portugal? Think back. The 15th century, they developed triangular sails and navigational technologies which allowed them to sail against the wind. They're one of the first nations that thought it was worth going out into the ocean, into the unknown, and they built the technology, the sails, and the navigational skills in order to do that. They were one of the first who figured out, they were the first, that they could sail around the Cape of Africa. Once they had the technology in place to be able to sail all the way down to the Cape of Africa, they developed a university. Henry the Navigator, we've often heard of Henry the Navigator, actually institutionalized navigational skills so other Portuguese captains and sailors and navigation professionals could learn that. They were able then to go both south and east so that they could open up new globalized business opportunities and trade routes. In fact, very rapidly they were able to monopolize the eastern spice trade. Why? The Venetians had always had that monopoly, but they would go across the land, they'd go across Saudi Arabia, and they would go across Iran until they got to the Mediterranean. Then they'd put them on little boats, go over, put them back on land, and take them into Western Europe. The Portuguese learned to be able to use economy of scale. They had their huge ships. They could navigate all the way around, fill them full of products, and bring them back, and at a much lower rate. For over 100 years, they were able to monopolize that trade. You know, all this innovation which allowed them to surprise their competition with new ways of doing things and optimize routes, logistics, supply chains, and distribution is also very similar to what can be done today with mobile technology. Let's think about it. What happened to BlackBerry? Suddenly, when they didn't support the internet, somebody else came in and were able to just support the internet, put in mobile applications and everything, and out went their business. We think of mobile applications for banks. If banks don't change and understand how mobile applications are going to impact retail banking, they also are going to lose their business. We look at things like mobile web education technology for education, for universities. Again, that's transforming the industry there. We look at the way we watch movies and read books. That is changing entire industries. Companies are falling out, companies are growing, all because of that. Innovation. The Portuguese here in Lisbon have a lot to show us in their history of both innovating, globalizing, changing the market, institutionalizing innovation as part of their school system, and just being able to optimize existing supply chains, logistics, trade routes, etc. A lot to learn from the people of Lisbon and Portugal. Thank you very much for joining us.